What's up everyone, welcome to the channel. In this video you'll find a lot of free education. Make sure to subscribe because every week I share some free education here on my YouTube channel. Now, as you know, I'm mainly a smart money trader. My strategies are based on smart money, but we need to talk about it for a second. Smart money has great concepts, but at the same time, as you know, 90% of traders are still losing money, and you might wonder why they're still losing money. Of course, psychology has a role in this, but also I will say that smart money by itself is not something that makes you profitable. The concepts are great, but by itself they don't make you profitable. Actually, constructing and developing a system that works and has an edge on the market is what really makes the difference. I hope that you can really find the informations that you need in order to become successful just by looking at my free channel, but at the same time, in the description below, you can find the links to actually join my course. My course, both the 1.0 and also the 2.0, is included with any membership from the monthly all the way to the lifetime, or also there is the option to have some one-on-one lessons. So make sure to check my website, and then I'll see you on the video. Perfect. So for those of you who are new, you can ask questions anytime. Maybe I take a while to respond because there are many of you, and also because I want to explain some stuff. Today, I wanted to create a case study, but actually I want to go over some trades during this live trading, and then maybe later I cut out the case study and we look at it together. Let's go over some trades, some charts. Monday was, which number was Monday? Today is the 29th. Monday here, perfect. So, as you can see, we are in an uptrend. We were in an uptrend, and here I decided to go against the trend, which is very, very risky. I don't recommend going against the trend in general, unless you are more experienced. But what happened here was that we took out liquidity of the previous high, right? So external liquidity was being taken, and therefore, since external liquidity was taken, we were targeting some internal liquidity. Now, also keep in mind that I'm not interested in entering sales from this supply or from a refined supply right here, because if the trend is bullish, this high is a weak high. Therefore, there are high probabilities of the high getting taken out. So for this reason, I was waiting. After we take it out, I know that we will go for some internal liquidity. You can see also in the 1 hour the setup, but let me go on lower time frames to show it better here. So we are in this clear uptrend here. With this move to the downside, we create a change of Carter right here. After this change of Carter, basically this becomes external liquidity, and we have some internal liquidity to take. We take the internal liquidity. We have the supply right here, and I also had a higher supply actually, where I was looking for possible entries. But what happens here is that, let's go even on lower time frames to check it out. This is a trade that I sent to the Signal group. On the 3 minutes, we were on uptrend, higher high, higher low, higher high. What happens? Lower low. Lower low, retracement to supply, and trade, basically. From here. Actually, it was pretty accurate. It was perfectly from here, 68.5. I sent a pending order, sell limit pending order, and we took this sell. So this is the breakdown of this trade. Now let's see some other things that happened during this week. Let's go on higher time frames on NZD CAD, and let's check what's going on. Okay, perfect. So after this, we went for all the internal liquidity. We took external liquidity of this high, and we're going for internal liquidity. So we go for internal liquidity. Now, this could have been the first possible scenario where we look for buys, where we are looking for buys from here. This is the internal liquidity of the previous low right here. Of the previous week, basically. We take it, and with confirmations that was going to be some possible buys. Now that didn't happen. We just retraced to supply right here, kept pushing to the downside. For this reason, I was also looking for sells from here, because I knew that this was just the first internal liquidity being taken, but we have way more internal liquidity to take. We have internal liquidity here also with XL indicator giving this double bottom perfect right here on the 1 hour, which is even stronger. We have even more internal liquidity here. Okay. Now, after this, the reason why I was looking for sells here was because I knew that there was more internal liquidity that could have possibly been taken, especially because of the XL indicator here. So I went on lower time frames and I was looking for this. I didn't take it, so I didn't take the trade, but I'm just explaining why I was looking for it. Many people get lost in the change of character thing. You just get completely lost on looking at change of characters. Here, if you look, we have breakout structure, we have supply, and we have nothing. We just have a minor downtrend inside the overall uptrend. Now here, what happens, we should actually take this whole week, but anyway, it's fine. Here, what happens is that many people get trapped, and that's why I like it, because I like getting involved in areas where other people get trapped. We have this fake change of character where all the people think that they will enter buys from here, continue to the upside, but instead it was just a retracement to supply. Let's see if we had an entry. Yes, we had this possible entry where also we have confirmation, change of character here. Through this change of character, we retrace to supply, possible trade to the downside. Possible trade to the downside that actually plays out very, very good. So this is the reason why I was looking also for sells and not only for buys, also because this is not a valid change of character, because the supply is still in control. So always look who is in control, which direction is in control. Now, after this, after all of this, we finally reached this area. And in this area, I wasn't able to get involved because of I actually hit a loss here, and I entered somewhere and I hit a loss on this one. And then I was looking for buys again. I sent the chart on the signal group. I was like, I will look for buys. I told everyone I will look for buys from this demand. This demand was mitigated. After the demand being mitigated, supply was still in control. And once we broke the supply, price just went crazy because there were news. It was FOM's news, and it just went crazy to the upside. Of course, there was no way to get involved in this, but sometimes the news just push the price where you're looking for it to go, where it is already meant to go. So this was it. We keep going. We have Asian range. Let me see, I wanted to point out something else. Perfect. So one thing you also don't want to do is get involved here on this change of character. Keep in mind the overall direction or higher time frames. We just mitigated a higher time frame area. After mitigating higher time frame area, we broke previous area in control, and now of course it is normal that after taking some external liquidity and aligning with the overall higher time frame direction, then we go for some internal liquidity. At the end of the day, this was internal liquidity being taken to the demand and to the liquidity of the demand. So internal liquidity right here been taken, it is always the same. Now, I wouldn't get involved in this as this order block is still inside the Asian range, so it's not really my favorite type of order block, but still this was good analysis. We kept going to the upside, and now we are here. Now today I'm just waiting, and I'm not really seeing. We had some sell opportunities from up here, but again, the overall direction is bullish. It is true that we just took external liquidity, so some sells above Asian range and above previous high are higher probability. That's true. I still didn't take them. Let me see on the 3 minutes. We had these beautiful possible sells right here. They were very nice. Push above Asian range, change of Carter right here, entering from supply, push to the downside. That could have been pretty good. But anyway, we didn't get involved in that one. Let me see.